And then just one final question is, I used to work in the government, I used to work in politics, pretty high up.
That'll kill freedom and segment intending.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Quagmire is the
sure.
stronger.
And just even the way that it works and how you create wedge issues and different things in which you can manipulate the public in order to vote for a specific segment of people to come out so they can vote. I saw kind of the dark side of things, and I was just wondering, it was very amoral. And to me, how can one who goes and sees that, and I try to tell my friends, hey, this is what I believe is going on, like, why are there so many leaders who vibrate then at like these low energies who are sociopathic?
Here's the thing. Let's start with something that we said earlier, that no matter what anybody is asking for, they always believe that they will feel better in the having of it. And so everyone is reaching for alignment, whether they are calling it that or not. And there are a lot who are not understanding the laws of the universe. And remember that variety and contrast is a good thing, not a bad thing. And so it's a good thing to start there. So let's sort of dig into this that you are feeling. A lot of people understand what you mean as you were expressing it here. So let's start by acknowledging that those thoughts, as you face that reality that you believe is real, feel awful to you. And the reason that they feel awful to you, you called it amoral, the reason it feels awful to you is because it's your vantage point as source is calling you toward what source knows through the resistance that you've picked up along your physical trail. That's the way you translate it, and it doesn't feel good to you. And the reason it doesn't feel good to you, negative emotion always means the same thing. The source within you has a different vantage point or perspective than you do. So if you can just start there by acknowledging that while a lot of people might agree with this perspective that you hold, source energy does not agree with it. So that's a good beginning place. So then you could, one day on your way to work or anytime you have a segment where you want to free flow with your thoughts. The other day, Esther was driving to the airport on Friday. And she had an early flight, and so there was little traffic. But there was a lot of construction. And the construction wasn't slowing her down. And she was looking at these people who were out in the already 99-degree weather in San Antonio, who she knew had a full day of being out in that sun, adding another lane or two onto Interstate 10. And as she looked at them, she deliberately had the thought, this is government at work. This is something that's orchestrated by government. Someone with long-range planning anticipated the population, made a decision about what they were going to do when, and methodically are widening Interstate 10. And while it is hindering in the interim while it is happening, Esther knows that the big plan is for the benefit of her who lives out there and a lot of others who do. And so it was a form of segment intending herself into alignment. And in doing so, she perpetuated some momentum on that. Now, before she knew it, she was appreciating the TSA people. She rendezvoused with no crowd at all. She just walked right in and went right through the line. She rendezvoused with no bag check. She didn't turn up to be the random one that they wanted to check. She didn't have to take her shoes off because the TSA has improved that. There are so many things that government does that are definite improvements in your life. In other words, they are organizers of big concepts that you don't have to do. And so, yes, there are always things that could be done better. But if you'll get the momentum within you going on the things that are appreciated by you, law of attraction will rendezvous you with those things. You will find yourself being an advocate, because would you say that you already feel this way? And we're really not wanting to put words in your mouth. So if you disagree with this, which we know you don't because we've already checked your vibe, but so we rarely get blindsided. But would you say that there are well-meaning people in government.
Well, I was one of them. But
so now think about this segment intending. Think about this segment and what you could do. You could focus upon the well-meaningness of yourself and others like you. Or you could say what you're wanting to say right now, I think I was in the minority. Do you think
maybe I didn't belong there. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, we are saying that too.
Okay.
But before we say that, we want to say that there is something that you want and something that you don't want in everything that you look at. Because in every particle of the universe is wanted and absence of it. And as you use more of your segments intending to find and activate within yourself those things that feel good to you because they harmonize with the broader viewpoint of source energy and your inner being and all that is, then law of attraction must yield to you more and more of those until in time, mostly only those kinds of things, you see. And those who are segment intending or creating by default otherwise will stand on the other side of that argument and demand that you've got your head in the sand or demand that you've got your head in the cloud, or they will insist that you're just not looking at reality. But we want you to understand how many realities there are. There are as many realities as there are perceivers of reality, you see. And the reason government disappoints you is because you erroneously thought that government creates your reality. That if you could pick the right people, we're not just talking about you, we're talking about people in general. They believe that this entity called government that you elect or that you find or that you pay or who serve you should serve you. And the thing that is so interesting about that is that you are so broad in the way you individually want to be served. And so if you can just let yourself accept that government gets some stuff right, and when you focus upon it you feel better, you can be one of the receivers that will allow the vortex that has been created by the distaste and disdain and disappointment in government. Huge vortex has been created because of their ineptness. You can be one of those who gets into the receiving mode with ideas. There's a lot of government interfacing with a lot of free enterprise. There's a lot of
I understand, yeah.
Government is shifting around all the time.
Yeah, it was more of a, I guess you say the morality of it. It's kind of like House of Cards. So it's kind of interesting in that way, but I thank you for your...
In a general sense, we're going to give you something really hard-hitting here. Almost everyone who believes strongly in something, who sees almost anybody else believing on the other side of that, believes that they are amoral. Because it is normal that you believe that what you want is good. Because at the basis of who you are, there is a knowing that you are good, you see. Here's a little trick that will help you a lot. Understand, just don't need to explain. If you can understand that law of attraction is powerful and that it is always responding, it's really a fascinating thing. We have said a lot of things from this platform about the dysfunction of government. So we're not in disagreement with you. But the reason that we speak about the dysfunction of government is because we want you to stop needing government to be functional in order for you to live happily ever after. Because when you need to control anyone or anything or any entity, it's going to let you down. And when you focus on it letting you down, then you've disconnected from the resources that would be there for you otherwise, you see. So look for the benefit wherever you can find it. And you'll feel your creativity flowing more, and you may find words to explain to others. You like the idea of self-employment.
Yes.
Because?
It gives me my own power over myself.
How do you think all those government employees feel? So here they all are doing something that you don't want to do. And whether they're doing it well or whether they're not doing it well, in other words, you got to give them that.
Right.
You got to give them that.
Oh, there's a lot of great people there.
Aren't there? Wouldn't it be nice if all that collective brilliance from all of those people at all levels of government were to tap into their receptive mode and let flow freely what they have been creating in their vortex since they've been government employees, because they're up close and personal to it. They know what would be better in many places. Talk about being bogged down. The being bogged down and not free that you are feeling is minuscule in comparison with the quagmire that most of them are feeling, you see.
Oh yeah, the president, and it's like drinking out of a fire hose pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you very much.
We have specifically enjoyed this interaction today. It is delicious to be with you, to know you at the same time that we're knowing you, and to feel your personal resonance rising. There isn't anything that you are supposed to do that you're not doing. You can't get it wrong and you never get it done. But you did intend, you powerfully intended to enjoy this co-creative experience of coming here to this leading edge time and space to witness your own evolution and expansion. You came with non-diluted in any way appreciation for the others with whom you knew you would share your planet, because you knew how important they were for your clarification of what matters to you. And you knew that because of the already existence of who you are and all of the sifting and sorting that you'd already done, and the state of being of love and knowing that you are and were coming from, you knew for sure that you would not lose your way. You knew for sure that you would be able to always find your way back into the alignment with who you are, and at the same time move forward. As you tap into the appreciation that your source feels for yourself, as you tap into the appreciation that your source feels for others, and as you allow the momentum of that alignment to be a more steady, chronic, vibrational experience of your own, your sense of empowerment is going to come over you in such a conscious, obvious way that you will begin to feel the true empowerment that you are and that you were born with. And when that happens, a sense of being blessed and a sense of worthiness, a sense of knowing self as you really are, will become such a consistent and strong flowing to you and through you that you will find yourself living happily ever after, no matter what's going on around you. Living happily ever after, no matter what's going on around you. You didn't come to fix a broken world because you knew it was not broken. And you didn't come to get others to agree with you because you knew there was value in whatever they thought. You came to make your own decisions and to dovetail with the perspective of that which is your source, and to continue the expansion for the sheer bliss of being a creator of worlds in a physical body out on the leading edge. That's the part that we most want you to take away with you. Out on the leading edge. You are not here learning in order to catch up with someone who has gone before you. You are here as pioneers on a new frontier, a new vibrational frontier, reveling in new discoveries of the potential of who you can be, And of course, society will find its improvement too. But your responsibility is not for the masses. It's not for society. Your responsibility is for your own alignment with who you are, and the rest will follow. And as you accomplish alignment with who you are, your appreciation for mass consciousness will skyrocket. Your appreciation for human consciousness will skyrocket.